He has what? 85, 80. Oh, this guy is a super beast. We'll increase the strength this time. Melee weapon specialist. The sweep ability of axes and the shove ability on hammers or maces cost. Yeah, we do swords. So no bonus to the swords. What the hell is that about? Okay, so let's see. Persuasion. We can't even see what it's good at. Medica. Persuasion 45. Demolition. Kaurus. Is there anyone else who's good at that? Karus. Yeah. Abelard. Then we will go with the... let's see. Persuasion. Persuasion. Okay, Jay is persuasion. He is... coercion. Coercion, she's pretty good at that. Coercion. He is worse. Yeah, he can go coercion. Let's see, where was we? Strength, boom, coercion. There we go. Blap. I don't think we're gonna make it on that guy, but it's a goal at least. 55, 45. No, we need toughness. Or we need to increase these. It's pretty bad. We'll do weapon skill first. And then we'll increase the ballistic skill. It's good, but it's bad. Combat Master. Drukari. It's kind of weird. I will not die. That's a good one. We need as much HP as we can at the moment, so we'll need to check that on everyone as we level up. Should have taken that on everyone from beginning. It's not as good at the lower levels though, but still good.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
Good.
I still can't believe we've been saved. In the dark city, I often pray to the
How people have gotten hanged and crucified and shit. Before Rogue Trader von Valancius. Okay. It's a servo skull. The stinking mass of shard, partially incinerated corpses smolders under the weight of fresh bodies. Not flesh. Heresy. Piracy. Dissent. Heresy. Piracy. Blasphemy. Oh, blasphemy laws. I hate those. Blasphemy laws are the worst. Suck on my anal. Anver. I don't even know what that is. Blasphemy, heresy, piracy. Anver.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
Have mercy on our families are starving. We only took a couple of Nutri bars. Lies. I see clearly, with my naked eye, the corruption that has engulfed your nature. Only the cleansing fire can resolve you now. Guilty. What the hell is going on? Yeah, like, kill the guy, he took a protein bar. This is fucking nuts. Is this fire cleansing enough for you, you crazy hag? The Emperor protects me. Yeah, she's taking a lot of shit though for the harsh demeanor. Incendia Shorda is absorbing in reading a long strip of parchment. Her left hand is holding a silver spoon with which she is carefully scooping up brain matter from the open skull of the man contorted next to her. Svinto von Valancius, I was informed of your arrival. Exhaustion has marked Incendia's features with a crisscross of lines and former furrows. Her cheek is forever twisted in a continuous nervous tick, yet her eyes are ablaze with indomitable resolve. A dazzling aura of power and righteous fury surrounds her like a mantle. She gracefully brings a gold-plated inhaler to her lips, takes a deep breath, and the fire in her gaze flares like a plasma thruster. She's inhaling uppers. What is this abominable act his daughter is committing? The sister of battle whispers incredulously as she stares at Chorda's monstrous feasts. There must be a reason. Awareness. Look closely at Incendia. Awareness test succeed. One look at Incendia's full dress uniform shows it has not been changed in many days. The collar is greasy and the braid trim is stained with sweat. The air is tinged with the smell of an inhaled stimulant that is used to give serfs the ability to work multiple watches without rest. Yeah, she's doing drugs. Point at the man with the open skull. What is that? Incendia sinks her silver spoon into the man's brain and slowly consumes the revolting morsel. She's eating another dude's brain. What the fuck is going on? I must know the taste of a criminal's thoughts. It is how I learn to recognize their patterns. What? Well, the Space Marine was doing that shit too. Maybe she's... No. This... Put the poor man out of his misery. This entertainment of yours reeks of corruption. That is disgusting. And does it? Delicacy most sophisticated? No. No, I don't want to taste that. Put the poor man out of his misery. This is an entertainment of yours reeks of corruption. Incendia does not bat an eye at the man's death. Laughable accusation. Do you think yourself capable of detecting corruption? Something wild sparks in her pale eyes. You know not the first thing about perceiving it, sensing it, peering into people's souls and seeing the heinousness in therein. Heinousness therein. You do not know what it is like to look at their faces and see the brand of their impious deeds. But I know it all too well, and none shall escape my wrath. I have encountered sanctioned death cults that practice cannibalism as part of their way to praise the Emperor. A surprising large number of them harbored heresy within. Yeah, Henriks is not on board with her acts. You have suspicions about me? Well, it is in your duty to suspect, but do your eyes see any trespass here? No, I have committed no malefaction against him. The law has found its way to footfall after all I see. That we take her stance. What manner of slaughterhouse is this? Some atrocious travesty of justice. Incendia jerks her chin up and responds haughtily. This is true justice, unprejudiced, inescapable, and equally merciless at all. To all. The Lord Inquisitor, has bestowed upon me the honor of bringing order to this cesspool of pirates and heretics, to rid footfall of the corruption that has fettered its limbs and turned this imperial station into hotbed of free thinking and inefficiency. And I will not rest until all have been judged. Incendia studies you with a predatory smile. It must have been the Emperor's providence that brought you here to my court. It would be my pleasure to indict you for the crimes you have committed. Oh, great. I'm a rogue trader too, though, so what are you gonna do, bitch? What are you gonna do? You're already at war. Well, I need to use the restroom. I'll be right back. Let's see, heretical. We're not heretics, so we can't go that route. And what is it you wish to judge me for? Go ahead, this should be interesting. Persuasion. I have just broken out after being held captive by Xenos in Comorath, and butchering my way through scores of enemies of humanity. Tell me, am I truly the greatest enemy of the Imperium you have been able to find? Draw your weapon. I am ready to defend my honor before this court. Who should I kill to put an end to this farce? Would you look at that, Henriks? I have been an enemy of humanity all along. Care to comment? To the 9 devils with you, arrogant half-wit. You have no right to judge me. Let's use Henriks here. I think that's the best route. Will you look at that, Henriks? I have been an enemy of humanity all along. Care to comment? After clearing his throat and presenting his interrogator's regalia, Henriks pronounces imperatively, on behalf of the Corona's conclave, I hereby inform Rogue Trader House Shorda that, by order of Lord Inquisitor Calcazar, Rogue Trader von Valancius has been placed in the custody of the Inquisition. any attack on his safety is to be treated as an act of interference in the affairs of the Inquisition. Slap in the face, bitch. The warrior clad in armor adorned with the sign of the Inquisition speaks in the voice that is even and dry like paper. The Lord Inquisitor is aware of road trader von Valancius' arrival on footfall. He allowed it and gave no order of persecution. Rather, the Lord Inquisitor's will is the road trader von Valancius be treated with respect befitting his high status. In her assertions, Lady Shordas is coming dangerously close to abusing her authority and violating the chain of command. This is your warning. Okay, so her advisor tells her she's overstepping. Incendia's pale cheek is hit by a spasm. Her lips curl as she mutters, "I have no intention of questioning the Lord Inquisitor's orders. Perhaps he wishes to receive you in one piece so that he can conduct a personal interrogation." Yeah, she's brutal but incompetent, so that's a bad combo. Well, let's do the iconoclast here. Those of you who acknowledge me as your sovereign are viewed by the law as subjects of House von Valancius and therefore are exempt from Shorda's judgment. I will take you aboard my ship. A hopeful crowd in the atrium starts hysterically glamoring the oaths of fealty to House von Valancius. Not one of them thinks twice about clutching at the lifeline you have offered them. Blam! Iconoclast 30. I think that's the biggest iconoclast we got ever. Incendia wearily leans on an armrest and looks at you with contempt. Take this pitiful gaggle of miscreants. Svinto, if you so desire, my trial will not end here. I have the whole of Footfall to judge. So you are in charge of Footfall now? I am indeed. Indeed I am. When the Lord Inquisitor enacted martial law in the Expanse, I offered him my support at once. Footfall was chosen as Lord Inquisitor's headquarters, and the position of Footfall's liege was temporarily abolished for the duration of this war, or perhaps longer than that. All authority was transferred to the station's warden, to me. While the Lord Inquisitor is preoccupied with matters of strategic planning, I am tasked with overseeing security and order. Yeah. Well, she can... This was not the best organized place, so she really need to put her foot down to get back in order. But I don't know. Being all coked up and punishing people doesn't seem right either, but doesn't seem to feel like the funniest role to have. And there is much to do on that front. Pirates and smugglers, apostates and cold traders, deserters and outlaws. Every one of them warrants attention. Cracking her neck stiff from many hours of reading documents, Incendia again dips her silver spoon and scoops out a brain matter from the open skull of the poor fellow standing next to her. Everywhere you look, servants are buckling under the heavy stacks of new denunciations, warrants and other documents. I don't know that word. Denunciations. I'm probably not pronouncing it. Chuckle and point at the hapless assassin's corpse. Can I tell you are quite popular with the locals? What makes you think you're entitled to govern this place as you see fit? And who is it you are judging? All of them. Thieves, smugglers, pirates, traitors, heretics, deserters, avatars, harborers, cowards, prejurers. Any who has ever trespassed. Any who has ever protected a miscreant or kept quiet about a crime they all knew of. They all will be condemned. With obsessive determination, Incendia starts going through her papers, seemingly no longer aware that she is doing so. More and more new convicts have been granted the great boon of undergoing servitude in perpetuus, and having rid themselves of reprehensible consciousness. Observing the Imperium free from doubt and weakness, Footfall will once again become a bastion of law and righteousness. I will eradicate all heresy that prevents the faithless from giving themselves over to the good of toiling in his name. How long has your court been in session already? Insidia seems slightly perplexed by your question. She starts moving signed sentences from one stack to another, then says uncertainly, 3 weeks? The court carries on day and night, so my sense of time eludes me. She's been awake for 3 weeks? That's impossible. I don't know what drugs she's taking, but if you have been awake for 72 hours, your organs are supposed to shut down. She's not supposed to be alive. There's nothing just about this trial. Your accusations are contrived, and their purpose is simply to turn the entire population on Footfall into a pliant automatons. Admit it, you simply enjoy turning people into slaves. Why do you feel the need to come up with excuses for sowing carnage? You are most thorough. Well, when it comes to... she's autistically correct when it comes to how it's supposed to be. I don't applaud it, but she's most thorough. The universe is a terrifying place. We are surrounded by arch-enemies' machinations and Xenos scum who would deny us right to exist. The threat is inconceivable, and human weakness will not help us avert it. If a man is weak, I rid him of his spinelessness and feebleness, endowing him with a sacred narrowness of mind and eradicating all that prevents him from utilizing his whole self in the service of the Imperium. Awareness test. She is not lying. You can tell by her eyes and her voice trembling with earnest faith that Incendia genuinely believes in every word she just said. I just have a problem with her sitting there eating a fucking brain. It doesn't make sense. Where is the Lord Inquisitor? In the Legis chamber. Chambers. Coordinating the Expanse's defenses. His attention is focused on matters of vital importance, and he is not seeing any supplicants. The soldier wearing inquisitorial armor echoes Ensinia's words. Your lordship cannot see the Lord Inquisitor now. However, he bade to inform your lordship that he will summon you later, when circumstances permit. We shall see whether Footfall will thank the Emperor for your reign. In due time we shall weed out all the taint that has bred here on Footfall for so long. And then pious fear, loyalty and devotion will once again become the pillar of this station under his watchful eye. What happened between you and Winterscale? Winterscale is a traitor. While the Expanse burns, ravaged by heretics and unhallowed sinners, he abandoned his duty completely and had the nerve to ignore the Lord Inquisitor's call to battle. My servants are capturing his worlds and ships while he hides from his reckoning, indulging his base urges. Soon enough, he too will stand before judgment. Yeah, I haven't heard his side of the story yet, so I have heard enough. Your feud is no concern of mine. Astrocartographers will soon have their hands full of erasing the name Winterscale's realm from star maps. Erasing, and not erasing. Astrocartographers will soon have their hands full erasing the name Winterscale's realms from the star maps. The castigating disgrace that will fall upon the dynasty will be a fitting punishment for Caligo's crimes. Enough words. Your accused wait, and so do my duties. Wait, you have a duty to the Emperor that you must see to Vladaim Tokara. The deplorable rebel who once ruled this station has slipped from my grasp. He is insinuating the people to revolt, killing my servants, and hiding from my wrath with the dexterity of a void rat. My informers claim he often appears in that den of unrest that bears the irreverent name of Adeptus Amasucus. We have made several attempts to arrest him, yet he has evaded capture each time. Reverend Hieronymus has gone there to convince him to surrender quietly, but his efforts have likewise been unsuccessful in the interest of Footfall's integrity. Tokara must be apprehended. As the rogue trader in authority, I order you to aid me in bringing him to justice. The asteroid where the Adeptus Amasucus is located has been cornered off. By my enforcers will take you there. I want you to lure Tokara out of his hole and seize him so that he may stand trial. Do this for the sake of Footfall's liberation and pave the road that my justice will tread. You pronounce Vladaim a criminal? Why wouldn't I? That vile rogue's infamy is known to all. He patronized thieves, smugglers and pirates. By his leave, heresies and unholy cults flourished. That he has evaded punishment this long can only be described as gross negligence, which I intend to rectify in short order. Yeah, she is taking dogmatic to the maximum.